Hey friends, good day to you. This is Behram once again, and I'm once again back with a new episode of MT Educate presents Ajab Grammar Ke Gazab Shortcuts. So, here we are, and today we are starting with a topic called degrees of comparison. Degrees of comparison, ये पूरा टॉपिक एक शॉर्टकट मेथड में with concept, with explanation, that is what we are going to give you today. So let's start, and we are going to do it in a new method, and this method is called degrees of comparison by the bodyguard method. Let's have a look. Positive degrees में हमेशा in any positive degree sentence there are two bodyguards as. हमेशा, yes, हमेशा, as. और अगर बॉडीगार्ड ना हो तो बिलीव मी वो सेंटेंस की डिग्री हम चेंज नहीं कर सकते, और अगर आपने आंसर लिखा विदाउट द बॉडीगार्ड्स तो वो आंसर आपका गलत है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, बेहराम इज ओल्ड, चेंज द डिग्री. मुश्किल ही नहीं, नामुमकिन है. हाउ कैन यू चेंज द डिग्री? अरे दिस इज डिग्रीज ऑफ कंपैरिजन. बेहराम इज एज ओल्ड एज माउंट एवरेस्ट. इतना बुढ़ा है क्या मैं? चेंज द डिग्री, यस, इट कैन बी डन. सेम वे कंपैरेटिव का बॉडीगार्ड देन है. देन, यस, देन. अगर देन ना हो तो आपका कंपैरेटिव का आंसर गलत है. एंड सेम वे इन सुपरलेटिव द बॉडीगार्ड इज THE, the. Without the tallest, the most intelligent, the most beautiful, without that your superlative is meaningless. Behram is oldest. Arey oldest kya? No answer. But Behram is the oldest teacher. Yes. Now you've got a sentence going. So my friends, we are starting the degrees of comparison by the bodyguard method. Let us first of all understand the bodyguards, and the nominees are positive के लिए as, comparative के लिए than, and superlative के लिए the. As you can see right at the top of your screen. Right? As you can see there. Now, let's learn the different types of sentences. My friends, one of the easiest topics in the world, degrees of comparison. Why? पूरी दुनिया में 3 types of sentences are there. Type 1, Type 2 are already on your screen. And Type 3, we shall do it just after the next 4 to 5 minutes. But let's check out Type 1 and Type 2. Look at Type 1. Positive में, you can see the starting is no other या none. Comparative में than के बाद any other या all other. And superlative में सिर्फ the. Sir, example के साथ समझाइए ना. Let's take it. Here is the example. Behram is the oldest teacher. ठीक है? Okay, true or false नहीं बोला. Degrees of comparison है. Behram is, jokes apart, Behram is the oldest teacher. Now, is this sentence in the positive, comparative or superlative? Of course, superlative. क्यों? क्योंकि दोनों चीज़ है. एक तो EST है, जो मैंने अभी अंडरलाइन किया है, and THE the भी है. It's very very clear. अब इस सेंटेंस को अगर मुझे कंपैरेटिव करना है तो very very simple. This is Type 1. As you can see, मुझे oldest का older करना पड़ेगा. The before the adjective has to go, then after the adjective has to come, और then के बाद I can use either any other or all other. Here is my answer. Behram is older than any other teacher, या Behram is older than all other teachers. Is this comparative? Of course. ER भी आ गया, then भी आ गया. अगर इसी सेंटेंस को मुझे पॉजिटिव करना है, यू कैन लुक एट द स्क्रीन माय डियर फ्रेंड्स. माय पॉजिटिव हैज टू स्टार्ट विथ नो अदर या नन, राइट? सो लेट्स मेक इट पॉजिटिव. नो अदर टीचर इज एज ओल्ड एज बेहराम. ओल्डर देन को जाना पड़ा, उसकी जगह पे पॉजिटिव डिग्री ओल्ड को आना पड़ा, साथ में आगे और पीछे एज को भी आना पड़ा. खत्म. इट्स एब्सोल्युटली एज सिंपल एज दैट. So is it so easy? It is absolutely so easy. Come on, let's look at another sentence. Here we are. Let's read it. Behram is one of the oldest teachers. Is this superlative? Yes, it is. Why? Because you can already see EST is there. I have just underlined it. And you can see the bodyguard, the. But my question to you, ये superlative और पहले वाले superlative में what is the difference? अरे द डिफरेंस इज वेरी क्लियर। पहले वाला सुपरलेटिव में बेराम इज द ओल्डेस्ट टीचर, ये वाले में बेराम इज वन ऑफ द ओल्डेस्ट टीचर्स। द डिफरेंस इज वन ऑफ। Whenever my superlative contains one of, then comparative में than के बाद many other, most other, not any other, all other, many other, most other. Let's make it comparative. Behram is older than many other teachers, या Behram is older than most other teachers. Is it comparative? Of course it is. Older भी है and then भी है। Let's make it positive. ये positive क्या no other teacher is as old as Behram? नहीं, ये one of sentence है। one of का positive starts with very few या not many. So here is my answer. In the positive, very few teachers are as old as Behram. Has it been super easy? Absolutely. So if I remove all this and I just want to recap everything, what am I telling you? Very simple. Two important points only. Right? Just two important points. Important point number one, degrees के bodyguards. Positive में as, comparative में than, superlative में the. Point number two, the method of doing degrees by combo. Combo का मतलब क्या? Very simple. 3 types of combos. Type 1, positive starts with no other, none, nothing. Comparative में than के बाद any other, all other. उसी sentence का superlative will contain only the. लेकिन type 2, positive में अगर starting में very few है या not many है तो उसी sentence का comparative will be than के बाद many other या most other और उसी sentence का superlative will have one of the. Easy? Fantastic. Now, let's look at another sentence. Yes, let's read the sentence. Behram is older than Mahesh sir. अरे महेश सर तो fantastic young इंसान है, मैं तो बुजुर्ग. Okay, Behram is older than Mahesh sir. Now let's look at the sentence very, very clearly. Can you see it is comparative? Yes, it is. How do we know? ER है and than है, bodyguard भी है. लेकिन than के बाद any other, all other, many other, most other कुछ भी नहीं है. सही बात है. than के बाद any other, all other, many other, most other कुछ भी नहीं है. ऐसे sentence का superlative नहीं बन सकता. क्यों? क्योंकि ऐसे sentence में than के बाद जब any other, all other, many other, most other ना हो तो ऐसे sentence में there are only 2 things which are compared. In this sentence, Behram and Mahesh sir. Such a sentence does not contain any other, all other, many other, most other in the comparative and will not start with no other, none, nothing, very few, etc. in the positive. ऐसे sentence का as I said superlative मुश्किल ही नहीं, नामुमकिन है. Can you see that MHNN है? Yes, it means मुश्किल ही नहीं, नामुमकिन है. ऐसा sentence can only be made from positive to comparative or comparative to positive. How will you identify such a sentence? Simple. अगर comparative होगा तो than के बाद any other, all other, many other, most other नहीं होगा. अगर positive होगा तो no other, few, very few, nothing, none ऐसे शब्दों से शुरू नहीं होगा. It's simple. Such a sentence can only be made from positive to comparative and comparative to positive और उसके लिए एक ही formula है swap. Swap what? Swap the 2 things, swap the 2 degrees, swap affirmative and negative. Swap the 2 things. In this case, Mahesh sir and Behram. Swap the 2 degrees. Older than will become as old as. When the degree changes, the bodyguard also changes. Swap affirmative and negative is बन जाएगा is not और ये मेरा जवाब Mahesh sir is not as old as Behram. That is it. That is it. If you look at only the concept, here is the concept. Degrees of comparison. Look at right on top of degrees of comparison, you have the bodyguards. Positive का bodyguard as, comparative का than, superlative का the. Type 1, positive starts with no other, none, nothing. Right? Comparative, उसी का comparative बनेगा than के बाद any other, all other, उसी का superlative बनेगा सिर्फ the. लेकिन अगर positive starts with very few या not many, तो उसका comparative बनेगा than के बाद many other, most other, सुपरलेटिव बनेगा वन ऑफ द. अगर पॉजिटिव के स्टार्ट में नो अदर, नन, नथिंग, वेरी फ्यू ऐसा कुछ भी ना हो या कंपैरेटिव में धैन के बाद एनी अदर, ऑल अदर, मेनी अदर, मोस्ट अदर कुछ भी ना हो, ऐसा सेंटेंस का सुपरलेटिव मुश्किल ही नहीं, नामुमकिन है. ऐसा सेंटेंस पॉजिटिव से कंपैरेटिव, कंपैरेटिव से पॉजिटिव बनेगा और उसके लिए एक ही फॉर्मूला है स्वैप. swap the two things, swap the 2 degrees, swap affirmative and negative. That's it. Of course, the question is, sir, कोई टेढ़ा मेढ़ा sentence दो ना sir, कोई challenging sentence. Okay, let's take a sentence. His second leap was higher. Is it comparative? Yes, it is. लेकिन सर इसमें तो आपका पैरेट हो गया. आपने बोला कि कंपैरेटिव के बाद धैन आना ही चाहिए, बॉडीगार्ड है. अरे हाँ, आना चाहिए. और अगर धैन ना हो तो धैन को इन्वेंट करना चाहिए. कम ऑन, लेट्स डू इट. हिज सेकेंड लीप वॉज हायर ऑब्वियसली दैन हिज फर्स्ट लीप. ये हमें जोड़ना पड़ेगा. ऐसा सेंटेंस बहुत रेयर है, कभी आता नहीं है, फिर भी स्कूल एग्जाम्स में आ सकता है. सो हिज सेकेंड लीप वॉज हायर than his first leap. Now you have no tension. You know कि then के बाद any other, all other, many other, most other नहीं है, तो ये type 3 है. Swap the two things, swap the 2 degrees and swap affirmative negative. इसका superlative तो मुश्किल ही नहीं, नामुमकिन है. You will only be able to have positive. So higher than becomes as high as, was becomes was not, and swapping the two things, his first leap was not as high as his second leap. मान गए ना? Come on, my dear students and my dear friends, this is exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Grammar is easy, grammar is scoring, and hence proved again today, right, that we are going to score marks in degrees of comparison also. Thank you very much. Love you. God bless you.